What's up, guys? Tomahawk here. Welcome back to some more. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but we're here on the Cube Evolution. I was kind of sidetracked because like there's loud dogs just like making howling noises in the outside of the neighbors, and I was like, what is that sound? It's very strange and whatnot. But anyway, it's still, what the heck is that sound? Like I can hear it through my headphones. You guys probably can't hear it, but it's like really faint and far away. But anyway, so we're back in the Cube Evolution. For some reason, there is lightning, thundering sounds, even though it's completely bright outside. Alright, so in this episode, I have a couple of things planned. So, I want to make this thing. It's called an Arcane Bore. Also, a Lucky Sheep Rip in Peace. Rip in Peace. Okay, I spelled peace wrong. Who cares? Okay, but anyway, we're gonna be going to do things. Right, make an Arcane Bore. It's a Thaumcraft thing, and I also have something else planned. And assuming that making this Thaumcraft thing doesn't take too much time, we might go ahead and do that too, but it might have to wait till next episode, and I don't want to spoil it because it's kind of funny. And yeah, anyway, let's get on into this episode of the Cube Evolution. Okay, so basically the first thing that I have to do is I have to go ahead and open up my ThatOneTomahawk and go into the task, or not the task, the tab. Where is it? Right, Tree, whatever. So I was supposed to research Wand Folk. I already researched that. So now all I have to do is research the one that is Excavation. So I get the research note in my inventory, plonk it in there, put my scribing tools in there. This is a really easy one to combine, but you know, since I don't want to spend the time, this is the part where I cut to where it's finished. Alright, there we go, finished it. It's all linked up and cool, whatnot. Alright, so we got that. Go right here, research that bad boy, get the little dinging sound. So now we have the ability to make Wand Folk Excavation, and I'm not really sure if I can actually do this yet. So, okay, so we can actually make an Arcane Bore now. So let me go ahead and get my scribing tools out of this bad boy, and basically, what an Arcane Bore is it's this thing that resembles, if you've ever played Tekkit before, which if you're an old Minecraft player, you know what Tekkit is. There's these things called quarries that kind of dig stuff for you. Basically what it does is it's this laser beam that shoots down a tunnel and digs out everything for you and gets resources and puts them in a chest and stuff, and that's what we're going to try to make today. So all we have to do is, you know, put this back in here and then put this right here, and then we have to combine all of these aspects once more. I'll cut to when it's finished again. Alright, so finished linking all these things together. I had to get some more of the primal aspects and combine stuff together, but I got it good. Research for the Arcane Bore has been discovered. Right-click that bad boy. Open up my ThatOneTomahawk. So the Arcane Bore. You have discovered a device capable of extending the range and power of an excavation focus. Of even greater use is the fact that the machine can do so without your constant supervision. You merely need to place it on a specially constructed base point in the right direction with a wand and apply a redstone signal. The Arcane Bore focuses two things to function. The first is an excavation focus placed in its leftmost inventory slot. Any enchantments applied to the focus will also alter the functions of the bore. Secondly, if you need blah 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 blah, it does things. You need to make a base. So what you need to do is you need to make the bore, you need to make the base for it to work. That's basically how it is. So that thing is made like that. You put it into there, and then this thing is going to be a lot harder to make because it needs great wood planks, gold ingots, some air shards, some earth shards, some diamond pickaxe, some shovel, some piston in the middle, and then a lot of aspects in the bottom. So what I really need to do right now is I need to go through the tedious process that is filling a bunch of jars with vacuous, potentia, perfodio, modus, and machina. So I'm going to spare you the trouble in watching me just right-click this thing right here for like 20 minutes and cut through that, because God knows, gosh darn knows, that it is just difficult to get this thing done, or not this done. It's just a pain, okay? It's a pain. I don't need to explain myself. Okay, so I have filled massive amounts of jars of Essentia with the different stuff that is needed in order to make this thing. I think I'm ready to go ahead and start doing my thing. Oh, I just choked. I was eating some trail mix just a second ago, and I think I just choked on it. Also, I got a little bit of extra stuff, too, that I just kind of placed all over the place. But anyway, the four things that we need here are the stuffs that's like so. So I'm actually going to move this one to make it seem like a little cooler, because I want it to be all like lined up and stuff and symmetrical. So we're putting that one right there, and then we're going to go ahead and put all of these right next to each other like boom, boom, pow status. Like, look at that. Boom, and boom. Okay, so those are all down. Now all I need to do is open up my ThatOneTomahawk and figure out which goes where. So there's two great wood planks that go in these two corners right here. So this one goes right here, and this one goes right here. Open it back up, and then the next thing we need to do is put the earth shard right there. And then, okay, I think I could do that pretty easily. Okay, so earth shard goes right here. Whoops, whoa. What the heck, inventory? What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Okay. Okay, so we come right here, and then I believe that it goes on the corner. Yes, it does. And then the shovel goes on the far part right here. And then where does the axe go? Axe goes on the corner. Axe goes right... Wait, axe? Oh, no, it's a pickaxe. I don't know why I said axe. Kind of confused myself somehow. And then all we have to do down here is get some gold. Gold is not... definitely not a problem where we come from. Not in this town of mine. Just grab 2 of you. Did not remember to get you a second ago. Okay, climb back up. And then the gold goes... one's in the corner, and then one's on the next to the pickaxe side. So, right there, and then one's in the corner, like so. And then is everything placed down correctly? I think it is. It looks right. It seems about right. I think that might be, actually need to be equivalent with a shovel. It's always hard to tell kind of where it is, but I think it's good. So, we're going to go ahead and put the piston in the middle. Make sure that we have enough V in our wand, which we do. Let's go ahead and start this ritual. Boom. Alright, here we go. So it's going to start pulling stuff out. This is going to be definitely something that's probably very unstable. So we have to keep an eye on all the items, making sure that they do not get removed. Alright, so it's getting potential from over there. It should get more from the other one. I don't know why the potential is down there, but whatever. Okay, grab what you need, please. Good. I'm keeping my eyes on everything, making sure that it doesn't fall off, because I know it could just like, boop, fall off. You know, the items can pop off the pedestals. Alright, it's still getting more. Still grabbing all that it needs. Good, good. Grab all that. Yes. All of that. Good. It's so crazy looking and, like, scary, to be honest. Ow! Oh! I got struck by lightning for some reason. That's... ugh. Kind of some witchery magic going on right now. It doesn't like all that's happening. Okay, so grab what you need. Good. My offering, is it working? How much more does it need? Okay, it's getting... oh, the last little bit of it right here. Here it goes. 5 more of it, and then it's going to start destroying the items. It's going to start destroying the items. Oh, boy. Oh, broke one of the items. It's going to get the other one now. Here we go. Grab that one. Good. Now it's going to get this thing right over here. Oh, wait, no. It's going all over the place. Who knows what's going on? Who knows what's going on? I don't. Okay. Get the shovel. Get the shovel. Get the shovel. All right, now get the earth, or the air, whatever. I don't even know what you're doing. Last one. And... is it going to work? Yes. Oh, yes. The Arcane Bore. Boy. Yeah. So, all that I need to do right now is go ahead and make an Arcane Pedestal. So, I'm going to grab the items that I need to go ahead and make that. And if you were wondering how do I make it, it is like so. So, all I need to do is get the items really quick. But I'm just going to go ahead and get that ready to put into a crafting table, and we'll see you guys momentarily. Alright, so we have this setup right here, just a dispenser in the middle, some iron ingots, some great wood planks, and then I put my wand up in there, make my Arcane Bore base. One more thing that we need to craft before we're all good to go is I need to make myself an Excavation Wand Cap. So the way this thing's crafted is it's like this, and then I put nether quartz right here, and then it needs to use those aspects. I have enough of them in my wand to make it work. There we go, got that. And so all that's needed to do now is we need to head downstairs. Let me just go make myself... actually, I already have a redstone torch, so we're good. Drop down to where the mine is. My dragon's down there for some reason. Who even knows? Alright, so I'm going to place this thing down. Let's just go right here. So you have to put the base down first. And the base keeps running, by the way. So let me just dig out a little bit of an area. Not too big of one. Just enough to get this thing going. Alright, there we go. It's all dug out nice and good. So, on the side of this thing, there should be a little pipe where I could put a chest, which is right there. I'll go like that adjacent, and then put this thing right here. So, it should be facing towards me right to start off with, but I could change the way it's facing by just right-clicking on the wand. So, I want it to face that way. Put it right there. So, all that's left to do is let me just place a piece of wood down right here. And then inside of here, we could put in anything. So, we could put, you know, pickaxe in there. And then I'm also going to put in a redstone, or not a redstone torch. I'm going to put in my excavation thing right here, and then all that's left to do is to power it with a redstone torch, and hopefully it'll work as soon as I do this. So let's check it out. Alright, and it is working. It is destroying blocks very, you know, decently quickly. I think this thing can get upgrades somehow. With speed is +0. Yeah, I don't know how to make the speed any faster, but this thing will basically use the durability on my pickaxe to mine the stuff, and then what it'll do is it'll put it into here. And it's just basically a quarry, and it mines for me. This thing's awesome. Gets stuff all day long. You can get like diamonds and whatever. And one of the big things that I kind of wanted to get is cobblestone, because I've been needing cobblestone because I have an idea that I want to get to. But will we get to it in this episode? Who knows? Who knows? I gotta look over the footage. Alright guys, so I have 2 plans that I want to do. And one of them I'm going to do in this episode, and the other one I'm going to explain. So one of the first thing that I'm actually going to do in this episode is I'm going to make this thing. It's called an Infernal Furnace. It's from Thaumcraft. It's right here. It's called the Infernal Furnace hot enough. Let me just go, well, that's just the little thingy. And basically what this thing does is it's a furnace that you can toss items into, and it'll toss out the cooked out item out of it for cost of absolutely pretty much nothing. Like, it is nothing. It costs nothing to do this sort of thing, and this is the research for it. I just ate dinner. I'm just like, I'm all bloated right now. But anyway, so what I was planning to do is I wanted to do this thing. So Grazer, I'm just gonna head over here and I'm gonna explain this. I'll do the research and stuff in a second. I just want to, because I have to concentrate for that, and I can't think and do, or I can't talk and do that at the same exact time, because it requires massive amounts of thinking. Also, something about the server right now that's been happening to me for the past maybe hour or so is I've been crashing a lot, and it's really annoying. I just got back on after not being able to get on for like 15 minutes, and not crashing, so I'm just unable to connect to the server, which kind of sucks, but what can I do about it? There's really just nothing I can do. But anyway, Grazer went over here, and he created a Lucky Block shop, and now this Lucky Block shop is not actually done yet. I have no idea what this is. What the heck is that? It looks like a dog or something. Some weird thing. I don't know. But Grazer is in the process of making a Lucky Block shop. And I don't like that, because I went on Twitter when Cube Evolution first came out, and I was like, Russia, your shop is done, Love Kermit. What the heck? Okay. It's weird. I called making a Lucky Block shop, and Grazer went ahead and made it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much put him out of business. In a way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a store, you know, pretty close to adjacent to his house. I'm going to make this area right here adjacent to it, and I'm going to make it the free gold / dispenser, or sorry, dropper shop. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to give away free gold, because honestly, gold is useless and kind of worthless for me. I have too much of it, and just me having it doesn't do me any good whatsoever, to be honest. It's just not good. Well, I mean, it's not good. It's good, but like I don't have any use of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give away free gold there, and then I'm going to be selling dispensers for, you know, very cheap, like pretty much nothing, to be honest. Because Grazer is gonna try to sell Lucky Blocks, and I'm just like, nah, I don't feel like letting him do that. I call dibs. Dibs is something that should be respected, and when Grazer does not respect dibs, I create something that puts him out of business. So either I'm gonna, you're gonna tell me in the comments, should I make the free gold place, and the dispenser shop the same place, or should I make them 2 different buildings? Just tell me in the comments below. That's all I want you to answer in today's thing. And also for the with the Infernal Furnace, since I want to be a nice person, and to make up for my not being nice with that plan, is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna research it. I'm going to create it, and the place I'm actually going to create it is I'm going to create it at spawn, because I want people to be able to, you know, use a furnace without having to spend their actual money on it. And really, it's just a nice little gesture thing that I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to connect all these research points together, and we'll be right back in a memento. Okay, combine this thing all together with the magics of this aspect thing. So I got this. Gonna take out the research notes. I don't know why I said research like that. So we got the Infernal Furnace, and basically what this is, it's by harnessing raw Ignis within a furnace created from obsidian and nether brick, you have created a highly efficient fuel-free furnace. So efficient, in fact, that occasionally will produce bonus materials in the form of nuggets or other items. While this is essentially free, it is also very slow unless the furnace gets a new supply of Ignis Essentia every now and again. This can be done by placing a jar of Ignis Essentia within the line of sight of the front of the furnace, somewhere within 10 blocks. Luckily, a little Essentia goes a long way. So, in order to make this thing, I need 50 of each thing in my wand. Do I have 50 of both in my wand right now? Luckily, I do, and I actually have a bunch of little, what do you call them? Not wisps. The aura nodes that I moved during a live stream over here, so I can actually just pull out V whenever I want, which is actually very nice. But what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go ahead and find the one that has the flame on it. There it is. Boom. I don't know. And then, is there another one here? I believe there is. Nope. So, all that I need to do right now is get some nether brick, and I need to figure out exactly how much of it I need. So I need lava, so I'm going to need a lava bucket, a couple other things. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to the nether, and some other stuff. Also, I'm going to make some arcane bellows in a little while. That'll be something I do later on, but it's basically increases the power of this thing. So, so I need, so that's 4 times 3, that's 12, 12, and then... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's 12, 12, and lava, and then 1 iron bar. It's fine. I'll get that, and then I'll go to the spot where I'm going to put it on spawn. Be right back. Alrighty then, so we're over here. We are at Spawnacopia. So, you know, it seems like no one's kind of using this area. I mean, I see kind of like a portal thing, so I guess right here is good. You know, we could always move it somewhere else if someone gets angry at me for having it right here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move this right here and see the way you make this thing. So go back to the Artifice tab, or the Artifice tab. And so the bottom layer is, okay, so it's 3 by 3, simple enough, corners like this. So let me just go ahead and put it like that, that. And then the next one is like so. So I think it's like this, and then like that. So that's the first layer. And then the second layer is, let me just check again. Okay, nether brick. Okay, that's actually really simple. Okay, so we go like that. Then nether brick right there again. Once more, put like that and that. Lava goes right there. Then the top layer is like so, I believe. Let me just check again with the Thaumonomicon. Oh, I burped. Thaumonomicon. Yep, so we just go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have it looking like that, and all that's left to do is right-click it with our wand, assuming we have 50 of each, which we do. So we just right-click it, and then boom! So it makes an infernal furnace. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to words. But anyway, so I'm going to put that right there, and it should just automatically absorb it. So I'm just going to use this thing as an example. So if I toss a cobblestone in here, like so, on the outside we come right here is, wait for it, it just takes a couple of seconds for it to work. Or at least it should work. Come on. What are you doing? There you go. It took a little bit of time. Then it made a stone. And then it's cool. So it's an automatic furnace. It doesn't take anything. Well, it'll use that. But it doesn't need to use that. It just makes it faster. And then I'll do some upgrades to make some arcane bellows next time. To make this thing go a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and make myself a sign. Let me just make a crafting table and plonk that. I don't know. Like, let's just say right here. And then we'll make a sign that says, you know, free whatever. Okay, so let's see. So put this right here. Hello there, traveler. Here is an infernal furnace. Oops, nope. Infernal furnace. Use it to smelt your items for free. You're welcome, Tomahawk. There you go. So those people can just use this infernal furnace to, you know, do stuff. Does that hurt me? Yes, it does hurt me. This tomahawk's on fire. It's actually, I'm a book on fire. But whatever. So that's an infernal furnace. It's really hard to say. Infernal furnace, infernal furnace, infernal furnace, infernal furnace. Like, if you try to say that 10 times fast, it's kind of hard. But anyway, that is that. We have accomplished our goals of today's episode. Next time, we'll go ahead and do that. So, time for... Oh, look, Will's over here. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him. Hee hee. Okay, anyway. Cue the little outro thingy plate thingy I do. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of the Cube Evolution. In the next episode. You already know what I'm doing in the next episode. But anyway, we got that thing done. We got ourselves some Arcane Bore action going on back at the house. So, that's awesome. We get free items without any work whatsoever. So, wait. Oh, we got the old outro music back. That's sweet. You'll hear it in a couple of seconds. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Cube Evolution. I already said that. But anyway, hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.